Black History Month. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Kay Malad, and in today's video you're going to be getting ready with me to go to my first chemistry lab today. So if you like this look and you want to see how I got it, make sure you keep on watching. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure you comment down below and tell me whether or not you agree with some of my thoughts, opinions, etc. And let's get right into this video. I told myself I was going to stop drinking soda, but anyways, happy Black History Month, period. The month where we celebrate Black women and men who have made astounding inventions, creations, or just amazing social changes or had amazing social moments in history. I'm going in with my Sephora matte moisturizer, which I have been using a lot. I missed you guys so much. I honestly just uploaded a video last week. But y'all, it's been a minute since I really talked to y'all and told y'all what's going on with me and seeing how y'all are. I just want to update y'all on what's going on. If you don't know me, I want to let you know what's going on. I just started my spring semester of college. It's the second week now. By the time you see this, I'll be in my third week of my spring semester. So far, so good. I ended up dropping a class because I felt like it was too much for me to be doing 2 science courses and pre-calculus, just taking on too much. I ended up dropping a class before the semester even started, so it didn't even show up in my transcript, thank the Lord. Because like I said, I took one look at that syllabus, I was like, something gotta give. I've been struggling with managing my time, planning everything out, editing my videos, and doing stuff for my business, and college is really just about time management. School has to be my #1 priority. The third week is usually when work really starts getting rigorous and hard. So these past 2 weeks have been okay, light assignments, introduction assignments, you know what I mean? But now we're about to get to the real stuff's about to get hard. So I need to really focus and prioritize school and come up with a routine that works best for my business and my YouTube channel. So I'm just figuring all that out. But for the most part, I love all my professors. All my professors are mad nice. Sorry y'all not supposed to see all this. I'm working on modesty, y'all. Love all of my professors. I'm going in with Curly Girl Central's oil. My bottle is literally falling apart. It's a mess because I love it so much. Y'all see I'm almost out of it. I'm not putting a lot of this on since I'm putting makeup on today. I have 2 lectures. I find that in my lecture classes I have less homework than in classes where I don't have lecture. So I kind of like that. Except for chemistry, of course. Chemistry is a lot of work, but for the most part I like all my professors. They're all really nice. I really admire professors who really care about their students and want their students to do well. I didn't do well on this one math quiz. My chemistry professor reached out to me like this: hey, if you need help, come to my office hours, I will help you. I really love professors who actually care about their students and are not just mean pigs. Because it's hard out here, we're in tough times. We don't got no time for no professors with a superiority complex or a power complex or whatever it is. They just crave power. They just want to make students miserable. I hate that. I love all my professors. My classes are going pretty well and I'm enjoying my lectures, especially my speech professor. She's lit. That's what's going on with me in school. I am launching my business on February 15th at 3 p.m. I'm so excited. I am going to be uploading a video very soon about my business and really talking about it more in depth, and I'm not using a toner today, so we're just gonna get right into makeup. I already wetted my beauty blenders, deciding to use probably both of them today just to make sure my foundation looks the best that it possibly can. You can follow my business page at Milan Contour, where I'll be selling art pieces and soon providing other services. I really hope that you guys enjoy it and that you guys like it. I'm slowly building my brands. For my YouTube channel, since this month is Black History Month, I really want to focus more on Black History Month. I'll have any video ideas in general that you know that you want me to do. Just comment down below and I will do those videos for you guys. I really care about your feedback. I really care about what you want to see, because it's not just about me. First of all, it's about God, and then it's also about what you guys want to see. Just let me know what you want to see and I'll definitely do that video for you. But I already have some video ideas in mind, but still let me know and I will do that for y'all. I'm gonna be using NYX Born to Glow foundation. Yes, I got this from Target. Also bought this NYX Born to Glow concealer. I really like this foundation because it really just makes your skin pop, and I don't always like that cakey look. I just want my skin to look enhanced, if that makes sense. I also really want to let you guys know what's going on with me and my relationship with God. I feel lately I've been falling a lot into old sin, and I've been praying to him. him. I have been spending more time with him. It's one thing to spend time with God, but to be consistent and to really prioritize him in your life, like that's a whole different story. So I've been struggling with that. And then when I do spend time with him, I feel like I'm focused on him, but I'm not really seeking to really be in God's presence is different. To really like seek his face and to really be patient and like listen to him when you spend time with him. Guys, I'm just putting this all over my face. Like, I've just been struggling. I've been falling a lot lately into sin that I know I'm not supposed to be doing. I really want to be more vulnerable with you guys about my struggles as a Christian, because I feel like a lot of people really assume that, you know, we don't go through stuff, that we don't get upset, we don't struggle with certain sins. I want to keep it real with y'all. A lot of people assume that we don't get horny, we don't get angry, we don't get upset. We're happy all the time, everything's perfect, we're holy molies, like we're better than everybody. And I just feel like I want to destroy that narrative of us. Like, I'm so sick and tired of it, because that has caused people to put me on this pedestal. That has caused me also to put church leaders or put other Christians on this pedestal. It has caused me to idolize other Christians, and then when they fall or when their sin becomes more visible, I get disappointed. And then people who aren't Christian get really disappointed, and they're like, oh well, she's not really a Christian, she does this, she does that. Yes, I know that we're supposed to be set apart from the world, and we're supposed to also make a difference in this world and be the salt of the earth. I 100% agree with that. That's honestly what I want to do. I just feel like people are like, they're not forgiving, they're very judgmental. It's not always unbelievers, it's really just other Christians who are like that. And I used to be like this myself, because like I didn't know no better. And now that I've really studied God's word, like I know that like that's not okay. Like I shouldn't be judging somebody or holding somebody to these high expectations when I struggle to meet those expectations myself. You know, we all fall short of the glory of God. I've really just been struggling in my relationship with God, because I really want to represent him more on my channel. I really want to talk about him more. But sometimes I also feel like, how can God use me? And how can I help other people if I'm not really living right myself? I'm trying to live right, but I feel like I keep failing to live right. Just times like this really need some encouragement. And that's why it's just so important for me to read my Bible a lot more than I have. And to help me with that, I actually started a Bible study with my brother and my brother's girlfriend and my boyfriend. And we just decided to get together and start reading the book of Luke on FaceTime. And I'm really excited about that, because we're really big on being transparent with each other and holding each other accountable. So hopefully that will really, I feel like that is really just a blessing in itself. So I'm really looking forward to that. I was gonna get on here and really talk about the origins of Christianity, but I feel like I'm not educated enough about the topic to really go into it. So I asked people on my Instagram, I was like, yo, like, what do y'all want to know more about Christianity? Because in high school, I always got a lot of questions about it, and I would have done a video about it sooner. And I was thinking about a Christianity Q&A. Let me know if y'all want to know that. One person, and I'm going with the concealer now, they were like, oh, how do you feel about the origins of Christianity as a Black Christian? And I know what he was referring to. I don't have any screenshots, but there's this narrative going around in Twitter and just in general that people have wrote articles on about, that Christianity is a white man's religion. It's been like another awakening, just people looking for who they really are and where did they really come from, and just being upset because the African diaspora has like kind of messed that up. There's this narrative going around that Christianity is the white man's religion. And I remember seeing Twitter threads talking about the white man came and just forced Christianity on Black people. Threads on Twitter just telling people that they're dumb for believing Jesus and believing in God because Christianity is the white man's religion. I didn't even entertain that conversation, to be honest with y'all. I feel like it don't make no sense to me. Like, before I'm Black, I'm a woman of God. You know what I mean? Yes, the Bible has been reread multiple times, but there has been historic accounts of Christianity existing before colonialism, before the white people even got there in Africa. I don't know a lot about the topic, but it's just not making sense to me. I did go do some reading, but I feel like I didn't do enough reading to really like educate y'all about it. But I am gonna drop some links down below so y'all can check it out yourselves. It's a book by Dante Fortson. This is a Black author who has done like really in-depth studies about the Bible and its origins and where it's come from. Also an African organization, .org, not .com, .org. And it just tells us that this is not true. Explains it in depth. So I'm gonna link both of those two sources down below. You know, I'm not just saying this out my behind. I believe growing up, I remember watching some movies where slave owners were kind of telling Blacks like, no, telling them lies about the Bible. You know, white people were superior, but the church and the gospel was also what got slaves and Black people during those hard times. So I don't believe in God because my parents told me to, or because the white man told me to. I believe in God because I've experienced the awesomeness of God. I've experienced his healing power. I've experienced his love. I've experienced all these wonderful things. So as a Black Christian, even if that were the case, my God is a good God. God. Were the case, that just means that these people took the word of God out of context and mistreated people with it. But that's not a representation of my God. He's an awesome God. I'm not going to let people ruin that for me. But like I said, I'm going to be dropping some sources below in the description box so you can read on it yourself. And I'm going to be doing more research about this. I'm sorry that I really couldn't speak too much on it. I wanted to share my thoughts with you guys, and I just want to know what you guys think. But I think that's what he was referring to. As a Christian, I don't have all the answers. And sometimes people will honestly be asking Christians questions that we can't always answer. Maybe if you ask a pastor or a minister these questions, they could probably be able to answer better. They've gone to school, they've really studied the word, they have a degree in theology. Some of them do, not all of them. And even if we can't answer those questions, that does not mean that we're not real Christians or that we're brainwashed or something like that. I know enough to tell y'all it's not true, but I don't know enough to explain it to y'all in depth. Going in with Laura Mercier's setting powder. Another thing that I really want to talk about is just support. I feel like I struggle with this myself. If you want to do a YouTube channel, or if you want to do a business, not everybody in your family and all your friends are going to support you. At first, this didn't bother me because I didn't care about nobody thinks, and I still don't really care about nobody think. Regardless of what people say, regardless of how I feel about something, I'm going to still do me. I'm going to still upload my videos. I'm going to still carry out my business. I don't care what nobody says to me. You know why? Because I'm confident in what I do enough to still carry out what I want to do, regardless of how I feel about it or how other people have made me feel about it. You know what I mean? If you do have a business or a YouTube channel, whatever, and you feel like you're not really getting the support that you need or that you want, you have to remember that I saw a TikTok that really helped me. You have to remember your family and your friends are not your target audience. If you do beauty videos, not everybody watches beauty videos. You got some friends that like prank videos. You got some friends that like anime. Your family and your friends have different interests than you do. I know you want them to just support you because they're solely your friends and your family, and some of them will, some of them won't. Even if they don't support you the way that you want them to, keep going. Stop caring about what people think about you. Stop caring about people not supporting you. Why? Because they're not your audience, honestly. I'm starting an art business. All my family doesn't like art like that. If they choose to support me, they choose to support me. If they don't, then they don't. I don't really care anymore. Why? Because I don't know, I just feel like my perspective of support has changed so much. And I really want to help y'all not care either, because some of y'all probably have amazing gifts that God has placed inside of you. Some of y'all are probably destined for greatness, and y'all aren't meeting your potential because you're so worried about who's not supporting you and who's not there for you, but you're not really focused on who's with you. God is with you. If he's put those gifts in you, and if you have a talent, you're really good at something, and you can represent him, and just do it. It hurts. I know you want people to support you and encourage you and stuff like that, but baby, they're not. Let's just keep it real. They're not always going to do that. And when they're not always going to do that, that's where your confidence comes in. That's where you have to be strong. I struggle with this myself because I felt like people weren't really supporting or watching my YouTube videos, and I was like, hold up. First of all, maybe I sit around watching lifestyle YouTubers and Christian YouTubers, but not everybody does that. So why am I expecting my friends to come to watch my videos? Or anybody watch my videos that I know if that's just not their interest? You know what I mean? Before you go cutting people off, think about your audience. Think about who you're trying to target. And I know you feel like they should be supporting you regardless, sharing something once in a while. If it's your close friend, your best friend, you know what I mean? They should be supporting you. I went hard for Leah, you know what I mean? Just do you, girl. At some point, while you're starting out and while you're launching your business or while you're doing whatever, at some point you have to stop caring about what people think about you. It really holds you back. There are some video ideas I could have uploaded. I really stopped promoting my videos on my Instagram because I was low-key embarrassed about doing it because of the people that I knew. But it's they might laugh at me, they might get annoyed by me, they might unfollow me, but who cares? 1,000 views or 0 views, I'ma still do me. I'ma still upload my videos. I'ma still promote them. Why? Because they're good videos. I spend a lot of time on them. Think about it. That's your time. That's your hard work. Just do it. Why? Because that's your hard work and that's your time. They might not like it, but somebody else in Italy might like it. Somebody else in France might like it. Somebody else in Europe might like it. I just met all these girls from different states and stuff. My Instagram just threw because these hype group chats or whatever. I just don't want you to care what people think about you. Why? Because it holds you back. This one's not posting me and that one's not posting me and this one didn't like my picture. This one didn't post my website. You can't always be worried about that. You have to have tunnel vision. And it just crushes your spirit. It steals your peace when you care about what other people think about you. It really does feel good to feel supported by people that you love. But there are people right now who decided not to care about what people think about them and who supported them and are being supported by millions of people all over the world. Get past this little hunch, okay? You got this, girl. Right now I'm going with Anastasia's Dip Brow Pomade and Granite. This is something like I really want to share with you that's like really important to me. Back in like junior year, I really struggled. I think it was like January, February, when my principal of my old high school canceled our Black History Month assembly because we wanted to have, I think, Black Lives Matter or some sort of imagery representing Black Lives Matter. Even though it was Black History Month, I think we were covering, you know, the past to the present. In the past, you know, the civil rights movement, like the Black Lives movement, you know what I mean? So I didn't really see how like there was really any problem with that, you know what I mean? Protesting, it's just representation, you know, we're trying to cover everything. I don't really remember what they were trying to do. People were sending petitions, people were sending emails because they were so mad because why would you do that? Like the school's already not really catering to Blacks. And so I just remember feeling so angry about that. And I just came home and I just remember feeling angry at my mother and angry at, I was starting to really be like, oh my gosh, who am I? I started to feel cheated. I remember talking to my cousin about it because she grew up in a predominantly Chinese neighborhood, so she went through the same thing. And I grew up in a predominantly white neighborhood, going to a white high school, white middle school, white elementary school. The middle school was a little bit more racist than the high school. I just felt like I wasn't Black enough. Like, has anyone ever felt like that before? Going to church like really made me feel like that. Why? Because I had this group of Black friends. Going through this did build character. I'm not even gonna lie, not even gonna hold you. So they would just make fun of like how white I am. And I remember one of them was like, you know, don't worry. Eventually, like, you know, she'll change. And that's basically like what happened. But they'll low-key like cringe at certain things that I said or certain things that I did. I was with my white friends in middle school up through high school. They were telling me, oh, you're like a white girl in a Black girl's body because, you know, I like things that a lot of white girls that I was friends with like Starbucks, and I straightened my hair a lot, just doing certain things that white girls that I was friends with did, things that weren't really what the stereotypical Black person does. I hate that they put Black people in a box. There's quirky Black girls, there's weird Black girls. Now it's another thing for a Black person to like completely reject the fact that they're Black and really jump on the race bandwagon. And I also remember doing a speech about it in my BOCES class because I was in BOCES my junior year and I just remember talking about it. I had some sort of resentment from my mom because I wasn't like these Black girls. I came into certain altercations with the different Black girls. They just didn't like me. Like they were very confrontational and I wasn't. I feel like I was very soft and fragile, even now. And I just started to resent my mom for it and resent just being here, being in a predominantly white neighborhood. I wouldn't be like this. I wouldn't let people walk all over me. Just all kinds of stuff. I don't really know what that's called. When I really started just realizing that, hey, I'm Black, that's when I really just started to do more research and get more angry about racism. I didn't realize that I had experienced racism and prejudice too. I talked to my cousin about it. She went through the same thing. I was thinking about inserting her in one of my videos, talking more in depth about it, being Black in white spaces. I thought about doing something like that with her. Really educated and I really admire her. I love this cousin. That's when I really decided to go natural too. My mom, she wasn't really supportive of me going natural, and I feel like I'll talk more about me going natural like in a different video. I also just had to come to terms with, hey, like this is who I am. This is who God created me to be. This is where he placed me. If he wanted to be like somebody else, then he would have. I had to accept who I was. I had to learn how to stand up for myself. I'm not gonna fit in nowhere. I'm a child of God. I'm supposed to be set apart from the world anyway. What am I trying to fit in for? So that was the end of that. I was like, okay, no. But one thing it did do was it just made me more angry about white privilege, and I knew that I would have to do double to be perceived as anything more than average. I remember just talking to a friend about it. I remember watching this video about like just being Black, another Black girl going through it, and basically the way she was thinking, she kind of felt like, you know, Black people feel that way, like are soft and that's just the way people are, and I just feel like you're a part of the problem. You're a part of the problem, bro. Why can't we as a community stand together? Like Black power and stuff, Black positivity sometimes only exists on social media sometimes. Anything that is out of the norm, I feel like anything that's out of the norm for other Black people, they think that you're weird, they don't want to be around you. That's not fair, bro. We have to put Black people in a box. Same thing with celebrities. Why can only Black people do hip hop? Why can't they do other genres? As a community, why do we always have to put people in a box to be acceptable as a Black person? I don't understand that, and I don't like that. Like, not everything is by or created by white people. We end up doing it to ourselves, and maybe it's because of the trauma and because the mentality that's been passed down from generation to generation. But like, I'm just so tired of it. Like, why? I'm tired of us being put in a box. I am not your average. I'm not your stereotypical black girl. I'm weird. I like anime. I like all these things. I mean, anime is becoming really popular right now. On Twitter, I was like, after these two was talking about something, oh my gosh, like, I'm tired of the whole narrative of black people talking about how they don't feel black enough from these suburban neighborhoods. I'm like, girl, it's not talked about enough because we experience racism firsthand. Like, are you freaking serious? This isn't talked about enough. I barely see stories talking about my own experience. What I want for us as a community is just to allow our community as a whole to express themselves however they want to, have whatever interest that they want to have, and to be free, and to not keep our community like a certain way. You know what I mean? Like, just be free. Even Jackie Aina, she said she didn't fit into the beauty community. I think she said she also didn't fit into the black community. And she said that's okay. She had to acknowledge it and like learn to be okay with it. And I want people to learn to be okay with that too. Yeah, y'all, I just feel like that's all I really wanted to like talk about and say. But tell me, y'all, how are you doing? You agree? Do you disagree? Do you want to scream at me and curse me out? Go ahead. I don't really care, but you can go ahead. If you want to criticize me for my thoughts, this was a pretty spontaneous video, so sorry. Okay, so like I didn't get to like record myself doing my eyeshadow because my phone got too much storage or whatever. I'll be trying this new mascara that I bought the other day called Tarte's Big Ego. I'm gonna go in with Rihanna's Fenty Beauty Cognac Candy All Over Diamond Veil, but I put it on my body and I was like, I need this. Just take my finger, put it on there. Do not like contouring my nose, guys. That looks crazy. These bags are like 2 weeks old. You can see the new growth, which is nice. I'm gonna put some of this hair growth mix that I put together in it. So I'm gonna go with my coconut oil and my pick, and I'm gonna do my hair. I am pressed for time, but basically this is my hair. Just pick it out because y'all know I like when my hair has a lot of volume and it looks big and nice and full. So I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you check out my other videos, and make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, and make sure you share this with your friends, your family, your brother, your mother, your sister, your auntie. I hope this video put a smile on your face at some point in the video. Let me know what you guys want to see on my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Peace.